All right. So I have recently. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about.
Sure.
We got a lot to talk about today. I have recently discovered that as great of a person as you are,
Sure.
you're the worst best friend there is in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I told Garrett. You just heard that story that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
But I've told Garrett. I said if we go anywhere and you and your significant other are there, I go, please understand, I'm there to wreck it. I was like, I am the guy who walks up to the guy who's pitching a no hitter, and I go, you know, you're pitching a no hitter, right? Like that's me.
Oh my! So
Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose.
The perfection is happening. The ball is in the hoop.
Yeah.
And you're going to goaltend.
Sure.
And you're going to be okay with it.
Absolutely.
There's
now, if it's the Rangers, no. Anybody else? Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you this. I am rooting against history all the time. Like, if there's a no-hitter going on, I'm not the guy going, I hope that he throws the no-hitter. That's not me.
Let's ruin it.
I hope there's a bloop single, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. I hope there's a bloop single.
Oh my God. You're that guy that. Oh my God.
It's like, remember that show Deal or No Deal?
Yes.
I was the guy that was like, please hit
that dollar.
All the $1 million cases.
Yeah.
Please hit all of them.
You're the guy that, okay, they have the $1 million in their case, and at the very end, do you want to switch it?
And they switch it.
And they switch it, and they get 1 penny, and you're like, yeah!
I cheer.
Yeah!
Yes.
Everybody else is like, this poor guy, oh no.
I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't want anybody to get cancer. I don't wish bad on anybody. But anything that's like minuscule like that, absolutely. I'm always rooting for the bad guy.
Not minuscule.
I'm always rooting for the bad guy.
Oh my God. And you're gonna do whatever you can to just
ruin it.
You're gonna put salt in somebody's eye.
Oh. And just giggle. I love it. It's the funnest thing.
And then you're not gonna tell them how it got there.
No, I don't want to be the guy who's known for doing this. I just want to be the guy who does it sneaky behind your back.
Oh, that's the best. But it's also, man, oh my God, that poor soul.
Yeah,
that poor soul.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
R.I.P.
So you're, as much as people hated Tom Brady, you hated him too because you didn't want him to set all those records.
No, absolutely not. I love Tom Brady.
Oh,
because everybody hated Tom Brady.
Oh, so you're just against the grain kind of guy.
No, I'm not even against the grain. I want to be like, I'm Tom Brady's biggest supporter because everybody. And I'll tell you this, where I'm not the root for the. I'm not the root for the underdog guy. Yeah. I'm the root for the like Tom Brady. He's good looking. His wife is delicious. She's got more
tasty treat.
She's got more money than he's got. Yeah. 2 beautiful children. There's nothing this guy don't have, which is why people hate him. Mm-hmm. Because there's nothing he doesn't have. And he gets to be the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Right?
Just so you know, we're on the same page on this one. I don't hate Tom Brady.
So everybody hates Tom Brady, and that's why I like him, because I'm like, he's got it all. Like, he's got it all.
But you don't like him because he's great.
He should get more.
So you don't like him because he's the greatest quarterback of all time. You like him because he has everything and he deserves more.
On people's throats. Like, not only does he have everything, but when he goes into a game, his intention is to step on everybody's throat and continue to be number 1 all the time, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, when you get picked in the 6th round, you got something to prove, and you're going to show it.
Yeah, and so every time and that's what I think I like about Tom Brady is he's like I am. Like, he was overlooked, and then he starts stepping on people's throats, and he's like, it's not like, okay, you've learned your lesson. He's like, no, I'm going to do this as long as I possibly can, and I'm going to crush your dreams every time I can, and that's awesome to me.
Do you think he retired too soon?
He's already talked about coming out.
You think he's going to come back?
He's already talking about coming back. I think he made a rash decision.
I think he did too. I think if you look at his stats for the year, he was really good.
Yeah,
he was really good. And I think if Godwin didn't get hurt, I think if Antonio Brown didn't do Antonio Brown things like he always does, which I actually, from the stories I've heard, I don't think it's all his fault.
No,
but I think they would have gone to Super Bowl if they stayed healthy.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think they would have had a really good chance of winning again. But I think he has maybe 2 more decent years.
2.
I think
That's it. Then he needs to start talking about it.
Yeah. I think he probably made a rash decision.
Yeah, I always want to be that. I always want to be the step on your throat guy.
That story. That.
Oh yeah, that one's tough.
So I think last time we were here, we were going to talk about, what was it, TV episode,
Sure.
Superstar, whatever it was.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I don't feel like we're going to have the same taste in shows for
100%.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever watch Dexter? I feel like you'd like Dexter.
I never watched it.
Son of a bitch.
I never watched it, but I always thought it would be decent.
It's a good show, and it's.
I heard it's got a terrible ending.
Both times.
Both those are 2 of them?
Yeah, so this year they came out, we might have talked about this. I've talked with somebody about this. They came out with Dexter New Blood.
Okay.
And that was, because the way they ended the original show, terrible ending, just awful. And everybody hated it. The entire 9 seasons before that, fantastic.
Yeah.
So good.
Sopranos, man.
I heard about that ending too.
Yeah, it's rough.
That's, I've actually.
It's the only time I've ever thrown something at a TV.
I watched just the ending of that show because I read about how bad it was.
I thought the cable went out.
It just turns to black.
Yeah, I thought the
That's
cable
it.
went out. I went, you have got to be kidding me. I thought that the cable went out, and I was like, are you serious? And then the credits roll, and I picked up some and threw it at the TV.
Oh my god!
Totally upset.
So from what I read and what I've watched, I don't know how you feel about the ending. From what I can conclude, he got killed.
That's the fan theory. Yep. That the reason it goes black is because he got shot in the back of the head.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would make sense.
Sure. Why don't you say that though, huh? Well, you just put it to rest.
Yeah, that was a terrible ending. That's. You didn't watch Game of Thrones? You don't like dragons?
Nope. Auto dragons.
That was a terrible ending as well.
I heard that one was rough. Like some little quadriplegic fuck or something got to be king.
Yep.
Or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got pushed out of a tower in like the first episode or something like that. Paralyzed. Then he becomes something called the Three-Eyed Raven, where he can see all of history through everybody's eyes ever, and then he's king. And then the main lady, Daenerys, what the hell's her name? Emilia Clarke, the smoke show.
Oh yeah.
She dies on like the last episode, and the way she dies is like the shittiest death there could possibly. I mean, her death scene takes like 10 seconds, and she's been the main character for like 7 seasons, and it's just such an abrupt death to such a major character.
I heard, but a lot of people thought Sons of Anarchy ended bad. I thought it was a great ending.
I have my qualms about it.
I thought it would be
Sons
perfect.
is such a great show, and I get it. I mean, if he went to prison, he was gonna get killed anyway.
Yeah,
he would have been dead. It was good because it was like it goes along with how his father went out and all that stuff, and it's like a storybook ending in a way. But it also was such a shitty ending because they were like making so much progress, and the club was going in the right direction finally, and things were going right, and then he had his sons and all that stuff. And
I thought it was a good ending. I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked the way Sons ended. So I watched a show way back in the day called The Shield. I hated the way it ended, only because I rooted so hard for the main character, and then he winds up like he gets his in the end, and I didn't want him. If any show was going to end with the bad guy getting away, I wanted it to be that one. And
what's that about?
The Shield?
Yeah, it's about the police. Is police show? That's what I thought.
Police show. So you know the guy who plays the Thing, Michael Chiklis?
Oh yeah. So I think we've talked about this before.
He was the main character.
Yeah, he's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he was the main character, and dude, as far as cop shows, God.
So is he a bad guy or is he a good guy?
So he's a cop.
Yeah,
but he's
is he
like
a crooked cop.
He is crooked in some ways.
Yeah,
but he's crooked to do the right thing.
So he's a vigilante.
Kinda. Yeah, that's kind of what he is.
Vigilante. That's what it is.
So it's a great show. It's fucking awesome, really. And actually, Bert Kreischer makes a fucking small appearance in that show.
Oh, we do love some Bert.
No,
The Machine.
Small appearance.
Have you watched Bert Kreischer's The Cabin?
Oh, yeah.
The Anima scene.
Yeah, the what?
The enema or the
Oh, yeah.
dude. What's the Asian guy's name?
Yeah, Bobby Lee.
Yeah. Oh my god. I had tears coming out of my eyes. I was laughing so hard.
So my favorite comedian in the entire world, in the first episode, there's Tom Segura and there's Joey Diaz.
Yes.
When they were cutting up the emu or the ostrich or whatever. So Joey Diaz is my favorite comedian in the entire world. There's nobody that's better than him.
That dude cracks me up.
He is. And so when he walks in and goes, "What the fuck is going on?" That's like the funniest. I laughed. I rewound it and watched it 15 times. When he just walks in and goes, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh my god. That show, and the way, from what Bert has explained, it was just a weird way how that show came about.
Yeah.
And it was gold.
Oh my god, it was so good.
If you haven't seen it, I recommend English hard sometimes.
Yeah, recommend.
Yeah, go check it out because you'll die laughing.
It's so funny, man.
Oh my god, I love it. They're making the Machine movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bert.
Yeah, it's made.
It was they're in post production.
Yeah, it's made.
Man, I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah, you know who was playing his dad in the movie?
Who?
Mark Hamill.
I love Mark Hamill. Nerd life.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's his dad in the movie.
How much have you followed Mark Hamill?
None.
Oh, then what the fuck?
It's just a crazy guy to be Bert's dad in a Machine movie.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. I mean, Mark Hamill, most people associate him with Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Which is a great series to an extent. The newer ones are not so great.
I've seen 10 minutes of the first one. And I'm not talking about the first new
original.
One. The first original, I've seen 10 minutes, and I was like, all caught up.
I mean, yeah. That's, yeah, you got it.
It's
but
the worst.
He's the voice of the animated series, The Joker.
Okay.
It's great.
All right.
That's a connection to my nerd life.
Right. So, Jesus. He's the Joker's voice?
Yeah, he voices the Joker.
He's got such a nerdy voice. How's he the Joker?
So he transforms his voice into. I'm not going to try to. I'll butcher it if I try.
Right.
But I'll show you after this.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, that's not Mark Hamill. The way he changes his voice.
Yeah.
Is like.
So who's your best Joker? You got Jack. You got Heath. You got
Joaquin.
I like. And you got there's one more in there.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Who's your Joker?
A lot of people are going to say Heath Ledger.
Yep.
Which I loved. I did. I quite enjoyed his.
Sure.
Joaquin. The second half of that movie where he really starts transforming into the Joker. That's the Joker.
Yeah.
He's the best Joker.
So it was always, for me, it was always Jack until
I figured.
Until I saw the Joaquin Phoenix one, and then I was like, no, that's the Joker.
Yeah, once he makes that transformation, that last little bit of the movie, that is like the epitome of what the Joker would be.
Yeah, that's the Joker, man.
And I get Heath Ledger's Joker. I think it's really good, and I think it's great. Jack Nicholson's is great too. But Joaquin's is like,
that's the real Joker.
That's the definition of the Joker.
Now I had a buddy who actually lives here in town. So he got this crazy thing. He got this job, like craft services. You know that they cater all the movies and everything. Yeah. So he worked for craft services. He was like in a managerial role for craft services, and he was actually on the Dark Knight whenever they were making it. He was on that set. And he said Heath Ledger's a complete wackadoo. He was like, he stayed in character the entire time.
Yeah.
He was like,
absolutely.
It was weird. He said it was strange.
I believe that. I would like to see that in person. That would have been really cool. I think Jared Leto's Joker it's not the Joker. I think it's a rendition of something. Yeah. Like it fit for what they wanted.
Right.
But that's not what the Joker is. And I don't think he did a bad job as the character. Yeah. But it's not.
It's just the real Joker.
Yeah, it's not what it's supposed to be. So I didn't hate it, but it wasn't what people wanted. Yeah. Which I understand.
Who's your Batman?
Fuck. So.
Mine's easy, so
So. I like. Okay, so there's two answers to this.
Okay.
I think the Bruce Wayne aspect.
Okay.
You're probably gonna hate this. Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck. Okay. Because his Batman, okay, not the best. I didn't hate his Batman. As far as Batman is concerned, I think I know where you're going with this.
Sure.
But I like Christian Bale's.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Even with the stupid voice?
I mean, I didn't hate the stupid voice.
Okay. I'm asking legitimate questions.
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
But the originals back in the day, good old the Val.
So here's the thing.
Are you gonna go with what the fuck's his name?
The original?
Yeah,
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the best Batman.
I don't.
Now, okay, I'll tell you this. Christian Bale, stupid voice. I liked him as Batman. I just couldn't get past the stupid voice.
Like I said, I didn't hate the voice.
Yeah, couldn't get past the silly voice.
I get it.
Ben Affleck might as well not even get the fuck out.
He's a good Bruce Wayne.
Terrible. Get the fuck out.
No, as a Bruce Wayne, he's great.
Until you said Ben Affleck, I'd forgotten that he was Batman. I was like, oh yeah, he did do a Batman.
Did a couple times.
Forgotten about that.
Yeah.
So, stupid voice. Now you take the original three, I guess. You had Clooney.
Yeah.
You had Val Kilmer.
Get Clooney out of here.
You had Keaton. So,
Clooney.
So I'll start with Clooney. Clooney was a terrible Batman because he was too much of a pussy. Every fight scene in that movie, he got his ass beat. Every single one. There wasn't one that he won. Now,
is his the one with the nipples?
The what?
One of the Batsuit has nipples.
Oh, it might have been.
I think it is.
So then you go to Val Kilmer, who was before him.
Yeah.
He was one right before him. Val Kilmer, too manly. Way too manly for Batman. He won every single time he fought, going away. Yeah. He never lost a fight scene in the whole movie. Batman doesn't win every time. That's not how it works. Otherwise, there's no reason to have a Batman. He's just going to win every time.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
He got his ass beat, but he did a little ass beat.
I respect that.
Yeah. And then I think the reason I didn't like the Christian Bale ones as much is because also those were more based off of the later version of Batman.
Yeah.
I guess the comic book, like the Dark Knight, all that shit. It was based off of
more my time though.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't really get into those as much, because it's a different Batman than the comic book I grew up with. So that was more of the ones I was looking for.
That makes sense.
And like I said, I couldn't get past the voice was weird.
Like I said, the voice was not the selling point for me. I think the villains were a good part of that.
Yeah.
The one character I wish they would really dive into is the Red Hood.
Oh, who the fuck that is?
He's a Robin. He's a Robin. They kind of touch base on it in the new Batman movies. It's Jason Todd, and he gets killed by the Joker.
Oh, okay.
And then he comes back through the Lazarus pit and all that stuff. And then he's his mind is slightly warped, and we're getting really nerdy.
Yeah, my dick's off. I'll tell you that.
And then he comes back, and he's known as the Red Hood, and he's like a anti-hero in a way.
Okay.
All right, let's get off. All right. This is nap time for anybody. If you're at home, this is where you would be sleeping.
No, I don't know. I don't mind talking about that kind of stuff. It just I don't know a lot about it.
See, I could talk about stuff so it's different generations. Obviously, I could talk about that all day. I can talk about a lot of stuff that you can't talk about because I'm a whole nother level of nerd.
Yeah,
and so that's.
Yep, you are that.
A lot of people are becoming that though.
It doesn't. It surprises the shit out of me.
Why?
You don't. First impressions, you don't seem like that guy.
I see that.
But then when you start talking, I'm like, what's going on here?
It doesn't match, does it?
Nope.
But, I mean...
I've told you, you've got I've said this before, you got leading man face, but you don't have leading man personality, which drives me crazy.
What is a leading man personality?
Leading man personality is the cool guy. Think about Clooney. Clooney's a cool guy.
Bitch.
But he's also a cool guy. There's not a chick that doesn't think he's that guy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's same thing. You take any leading man. Look at Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I see it.
Leading man face. Leading man attitude.
My dad.
I'm saying, yeah.
Leo.
and then you take Leo, leading man face, leading man attitude.
Makes sense.
You, leading man face, dork.
I mean,
It doesn't make any sense.
You know, I don't hate it though. I can make it work. I can make it work.
I guess
It's worked so far.
Yeah, sure.
I'm doing all right.
You're doing okay.
Oh yeah, man, I gotta finish fixing my bathroom tomorrow. Shit.
What's wrong with your bathroom?
So when we bought the house, it was I don't know what the previous owners did to it, but it was I don't think they used it ever. Everything. We stripped the second bathroom down basically to the studs, and we're
Just
almost
redoing the whole thing.
Yeah, because we're getting ready to sell. So I think we're finishing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I forgot about that.
Do you need to leave?
Hell no.
Okay,
Come on, man.
I was like, are you breaking up with me here? Like, what's going on?
No, we're tied down for life now. You basically married me.
Yeah, I was like, is this the long play? Or you be breaking up? What's going on?
I'm long playing this podcast with you.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, I did
Left
not.
field.
Yeah, let's see. All right, so let's go with this. And we can go different genres because it's hard to say. So you pick the genre and then tell me the favorite movie. Or do you have a favorite movie of all time?
We might have talked about this last time.
Did we?
I don't. One of my favorite movies of all time, Lion King, obviously.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's.
Oh, you're talking about this ain't just animated. You're talking about this is one of your favorite movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't give a flying fucker
man.
knuckle. It's a great movie, and I can watch it when. Listen, sir, you're judging me.
I'm not.
No, I can watch that whenever. Especially now that my daughter's getting at that age.
Yeah.
Anytime she wants to watch it, I'm down. Let's go horror. I don't know how much like horror movie you're into, but give me some horror.
Oh, horror? Oh, jeez, that's not my thing.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be, so I threw you for a loop.
Oh gosh. Anything Rob Zombie, I'm pretty cool with those.
So you like that Halloween remake?
I never watched the Halloween
Really?
one because I don't like. I like
you're
House
not a
of
gore
Thousand
guy.
Corpses. No, and I say that totally contradicting myself here. I like
Yeah.
House of a Thousand Corpses. I
Never
like
watched it.
Devil's Rejects. I like those kind, and those are pretty gory.
So yeah, the Halloween remake. I don't remember if it was the first one or what. I don't remember which one he did, but he did two, didn't he?
yeah.
Okay, so I was dating this girl at the time in high school, and she's awesome. She's a great friend now.
Sure.
But we were at her house, and it was Halloween, and we were watching this the Halloween remake movie, and gore doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It was a super awkward date.
Oh, that's terrible. I hate that.
Like, okay, so I think we were 16, 15 or 16. So we were young. It was like awkward, you know. She was kind of a quiet girl, shy girl.
Yeah.
I was kind of the same way. Like, I didn't know how to really like express myself at the time. And I'm glad like nothing ever happened because she's, like I said, awesome friend now.
Right.
But we just sat there in like complete silence watching this movie, and it's like 2 hours, and we never said anything in this dark room, and it was just like I don't even think we really cuddled or anything. We just sat there like side by side like you would in like a movie theater,
Right.
with like somebody you don't know, and it was super awkward. But she's awesome. So
Wait, so you weren't in a movie theater?
no, this is at her house.
Oh, at her house. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh yeah, it was super weird and awkward, but
Why didn't you just complain about a hurt stomach and go home?
I liked her company.
Oh, okay.
She, like I said, she's an awesome person. She's super awesome. Yeah, that was that movie. That's what I tie that movie in with.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's what I was just going to say. Is that's why, man, date movies kind of will do that. You can ruin a movie.
So
you can ruin a movie.
So the same girl, we went and saw Jackass 3 in the theater. We were in the theater together, and it was like it's just two friends going to see a movie, basically.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I care very deeply for her. She's an awesome person, but like, it was
just two buddies.
Yeah. And then, you know,
it was a buddy date.
Yeah. In a way.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And then, so to your point about the gore, I'm the opposite, right? Like the gore doesn't bother. Have you ever seen The Collector?
Nope.
Don't watch it then. It's extremely gory. But like ghost stuff, Hell no. I don't.
You don't do ghost
I
stuff.
don't do like supernatural. Fuck.
Really?
Like I don't mess with like
Okay.
what is that? So the first person film. That
Blair Witch Project?
No, not that's the original. Like the more recent one. Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit. Nope.
So
Don't do it.
It's so funny that you say that because my mom and dad are the same exact way. They call it devil shows. They're like, I don't watch devil shows.
No, those. Oh man, that is like legitimately terrifying for me.
Nah, don't. None of that bothers me. My daughter, it's so funny with kiddo. She's hilarious because she totally believes all that horse shit. Like as far as like ghosts and this and that, she's always talking about ghosts and like. Okay, take it easy, huh?
Well,
like,
I had a super active imagination when I was younger, so that did have a lot to play with.
Right.
And,
so do you believe in ghosts?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
And I say think because, so people are gonna hate me because like my family's pretty religious, right?
Sure.
And I've always believed in God and
right,
Jesus and all that stuff.
Right, got you.
As I've grown older, I have questions, right? And I think
Right.
that's normal. I think it's normal to have questions. Like
Yeah.
my biggest fear in life is what happens after life. Like, what if you just shut your eyes and you don't know that you shut your eyes because you're dead. You're gone. There's no,
Right.
There's no heaven. There's no hell.
Yeah, you're just worm dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Now, me thinking about that's what terrifies me.
Really? That bothers you?
Oh, dude, yes. Like, I will lay up
It's
at night.
just over, man.
But, like, I don't want, like, so.
What do you want to happen?
I would,
Okay, so you want to do like the heaven thing? Is that what's...
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
I would like to. I would like
okay,
that.
I got you. Want to be reunited with the whole family and all that
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
So,
see everybody again.
Especially now that I have a daughter.
Sure.
Like,
Kids change you.
yeah. Like, it's like, when people say I don't want kids and stuff like that, it's because you don't have a kid. Like,
Right.
It's
'Cause you
a
ain't got one.
whole different, you say you love your parents more.
Way stupid reference, but it's like the first time you ever got laid. You didn't know.
Yeah.
What you were getting into till you got into it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you were like, oh, I want to have sex because that's what all 13-year-old boys want. But then when you actually had it, you were like, holy shit! Like, and then that's all you want to do for the rest of your life. Like,
Yeah,
you're chasing that dragon for the rest of your life.
That dragon just out of reach.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with a kiddo. You're like,
Like, I would
want
always
a kiddo till you have one.
I would always tell my mom or dad or whoever, I love y'all way more than you love me.
Yeah.
That's just not true.
Not true at all.
Not true until you have one of your own.
Yeah,
You're like,
not true at all.
Like this little child is
Yeah,
like,
your whole world.
it's like, it's another level of, you can't contemplate until you have one.
And it's the weirdest thing because it especially yours was a year old. Is she a year yet?
Yeah, she's 17 months.
Okay, so she's a year old, and it's the craziest thing. 17 months ago, this kid came into existence.
Yep.
Can you remember your life pre her?
Not like the emotional part of it.
Exactly.
Like, it's like,
Yeah.
It transforms who you are.
My kiddo is 14 years old at this point. I can remember things that happened, of course, before 14 years ago. But in my head, kiddo was just always there.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Kiddo wasn't there at that time.
That's because you have a shitty memory. But people that don't have a kid, they don't understand.
Yeah.
And the thing that drives me fucking insane, like just insane, like parents that don't want anything to do with their kids.
Oh, I know. It drives you nuts, doesn't it?
That is like, I cannot fathom. Like, I have all these people that I know.
Yeah.
That they have a dad that doesn't care about them and they don't care about seeing them, or their child's father doesn't care. It doesn't make sense to me. Like,
I have a buddy that it's hard to be his friend sometimes because we come from great families.
Yeah.
Like me and you, we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Families were fine. We didn't really want for much. You know what I'm saying? That being said, there are things in your childhood that you hope that never happens to your kid.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, I don't want to ever. And you'll do anything you can to like, okay, I didn't like this part of my childhood, you know, so I will make sure I will never do that to my kid, you know, and you That's how you keep getting better as a family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you take the stuff your parents did that you liked, you ixnay the shit you didn't like, and your kid's going to do the same thing to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This guy that I know is one of those people that, like, you'll see him do stuff in front of his kid, or you'll see him do stuff to his kid, and you're like, hey, man, that's the same shit.
Somebody needs to slap the shit out of you.
Well, it's the same shit that you bitch about your dad did to you, and he's like, I went through it. He's got to go through it. And I'm like, no, that's not, no.
That bring back, somebody needs to slap the shit out of you.
That's the opposite of what you do. Like, you take all the bad shit, and I'm not saying my parents had bad shit, just the shit that I was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that to my kid. Yeah. So I'm going to ixnay all that. I'm going to take all the good shit my parents did, and I'm going to go, all right, let's run with that, and let's ixnay this shit. And then, again, my kid's going to go, yeah, I hated when my dad did that. Yeah. So she's going to ixnay that shit, and then she's going to take all the good shit I did and move on. You know, like,
and then in 3 generations, we'll have perfect people.
Yeah.
Probably like a 30 generation.
You hope that at some point that shit turns out pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the way it's going right now, we're all kind of screwed.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't understand how. Yeah, that whole people not wanting to see their child.
It drives
like
nuts,
shit,
man.
dude.
Drives you nuts.
I don't get it.
And the other one that really bothers me, especially because God forbid it ever happens, you're not in this situation, but the divorced parents where the mom uses the kid as like holding it over the dad's head. Oh man, that makes me just want to shoot a motherfucker.
Especially English hard again.
Yep, there you go.
Definitely in Texas, I think the father 99% of the time gets just completely screwed.
You know, so if you on the other side of that, because I will tell you this, my ex-wife you couldn't building from the ground up. I guess this is weird to say. You could not build a better ex-wife. Yeah. Like, does not do any of that shit.
Yeah, I know somebody like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're better friends now than we were when we were married. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does not do any of that shit. There's a way that it works. You know, I'm supposed to get her on this day, and this happens, and I couldn't tell you how that worked. I don't know how it works because we don't do any of that shit. Like, we do none of it.
Yeah,
like
y'all worked it out yourself.
We do zero of it. Like, I'm like, if I called her right now and said, "Hey, I'm coming to pick up the kiddo, and I'm gonna need her for a couple hours, and then I'll bring her back," she'd be like,
"It'd be some hell of a time."
Well, yeah, now, but earlier today, if I'd have just called her at 5:00 this afternoon and went, "Hey, need kiddo for a couple hours, I'll bring her right back."
Yeah,
the answer is gonna be, "Yeah, okay." I mean, like, have her back before dinner. Like, that's gonna be probably like we eat at this time. Try to have her back before then. Yeah. You know, if not, feed her before you bring her back. Yeah. You know, like,
that's the good part when people can work it out like that. But then you hear the opposite stories where, like, the mother's like, "Oh, you cannot see your child, even though you're court mandated."
Yeah,
and then like nothing happens. Like you
nothing
don't
happens.
Even the courts are like, well, yeah, you still owe her $1,700. Yeah, so I mean.
Yeah, we laugh about it all the time. Me and my ex-wife argued more over the dogs when we got divorced than we did over the kid. We argued more over the dogs.
I know exactly where my dogs would be going. I would keep my dog.
Yeah.
And she would take the other dog. And you can do whatever you want with that dog. Just get it away from me. So that dog is that is the worst, most annoying dog that I love.
Whenever we got divorced, so she left. I mean, now I say that. Let me preface that by saying, for good reason.
I understand. I understand.
It was my fault.
Yeah, I've heard.
So she left, but she was the one that said, "I want the divorce," and this is what kind of person she is. I want the divorce. Not kicking you out of your own house. Like, I'm the one leaving. I'll go find a place.
Yeah.
You know. So she left. So whenever she left, and I told her, I go, "There's nothing in this house that's nailed down. Like, take whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you from taking anything. Take it all. Yeah. I will figure it out."
At least y'all are mature about it.
I would rather the kiddo have a couch than me have a couch. You know what I'm saying? So take all of it and I'll figure it out. You know? So she left some stuff, obviously, but she took a majority of the things in the house. You know, because she needed them for kiddo and all that stuff. So she took a majority of the stuff. So she says she took the plants, she took the, and then she goes, "Let me find a place, and then I'll come back for the dogs." And I go, we're not doing it.
That's not gonna happen.
We're not gonna do that. And she was like, well, yeah, I mean, I'll come back and I'll get the dog. I was like, that's not gonna happen though, right?
Where's that dog at now?
Those are the dogs that just passed.
Oh,
I had them for 14 years. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, it says what it is, but dogs die. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So do humans. But anyway, she's like, well, I really want the dogs. I go, I tell everybody the famous line was, you took everything living in the house. You took the kid, you took the plants, leave the goddamn dogs. Like, I was like, come on, man. And we had 2 of them. She goes, well, how about I just take one of them? I was like, no, they're salt and pepper shakers. I was like, no.
They go together.
Without salt, you don't have pepper. Without pepper, you don't have salt. I was like, they're salt and pepper shakers. Leave the dogs. And she goes, well, let's leave them until I find a place. And then she left them, and I just never gave them back. I was like, no, they're just mine now.
You can't have everything.
But even afterwards, she was like, I'm really glad you kept those dogs. I was like,
I can't say enough about my dog.
oh, yeah. My dogs are my buddies, man.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I still got pictures of them up there. Like, they were my buddies.
Oh, yeah, you had some small dogs.
yeah,
Oh, my
I'm not a big dog guy.
Oh, my dogs are big. Yep.
Hate big
I
dogs.
think in the future we're gonna get smaller dogs. At least I would prefer smaller, like Australian shepherds. Not big dogs, but not small dogs.
Yeah. No, I had a half Chihuahua, half mini dachshund, and a mini dachshund.
My parents have a Chiweenie.
Yeah, it's a Chiweenie. That's what I had. I had a Chiweenie and a full blood mini dachshund. Neither one of them were over 20 pounds. Well, as a matter of fact, Molly was, gosh, I think
Sorry, I burped.
I think the heaviest she ever got, I think she got up to a whopping 11 pounds.
Probably shouldn't be drinking a bang at 11:30 at night.
Oh, that's what I asked you earlier. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, I didn't think that one through.
Yeah.
I was tired on the way over here, and I was like, man, we gotta get some stuff taken care of today, so I might as well, bang it out.
Yeah.
Hey, when you gotta bang it out, you gotta bang it out.
Hey.
Whoa.
What were we talking about before this?
Banging.
See, you got me off. You got me off track again.
Yeah, random. Sorry. Dogs.
We're talking about dogs. Before dogs.
Before dogs, death.
Oh, death. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's why we got off of it.
Yeah, it's morbid. Why are we talking about morbid? We're supposed to be happy, laughter,
right?
Especially at the last minute. Oh, you want to hear a dad joke?
Is it time for a dad joke? It's not time for a dad joke yet.
I missed like 3 already though. I didn't put one earlier in the last episode.
No, well, you just missed. No, we're not going over. No, the answer is no. You get one an episode. You want to tell them now?
I got to make up for the last episode.
No, you told one on the last episode.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you'll go back and what was it?
Something about the rare.
No, that was the first one. That was the first episode.
That was the second one. We just got done.
We're on number 3.
Right? And you told it on the second one.
I told on the first one.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
We're going to ruin our audience because of this. I'm not listening to these stupid fucks again.
You get one. That's it.
All right.
If we fill this full of dad jokes, I'm going to throw myself off a bridge.
Dad jokes are the best jokes because they're shitty jokes. They're so bad they make you laugh. Well, maybe not you because you don't have a personality.
I do have a personality. I just don't
have a personality. You're dead inside.
No, I'm not dead inside. I just don't like stuff like that. It's so weird. Because then I have to fake laugh.
You don't fake laugh for me.
I know, but whenever somebody tells out in public, out in the wild, I'm like, oh, God.
I'm gonna start telling them in public, so you have to laugh. Give me some kind of recognition somewhere.
No, they're so stupid. My favorite thing, I'm telling you, man, my favorite thing in the world is stand-up comedy. That's my favorite thing in the world, and so it's hard for me to hear a dad joke because I'm like,
it's not a good joke. It's not a good joke. I get that.
Yeah.
That's what makes it funny. No. So okay, so stand-up. So we know you don't like Jim Carrey. We've discussed this in previous episodes. No. You love. Who do you love?
Who's my favorite comedian now?
Yeah.
Joey Diaz.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
Joey Diaz.
Okay, so take out Joey Diaz.
Sure.
Take out Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Who do you love?
I'll
tell you right now, I love Bert Kreischer.
I like Bert. He's
story time is so great.
I would say if we're just going off of like not big names yet, but I think are gonna be big names at some point, I would say like Chris DiStefano is probably my favorite. Okay. He's amazing, so funny.
I love dark humor.
He's got a 9/11 story that will rock your world.
Floor you?
So funny. It's just if you look up Chris the 709/11,
it'll blow you away, huh?
Oh my God, it is so freaking funny.
Man, so there's this one guy that I really enjoy. I forget his name, but he does nothing but dark humor. And I think one of his specials is fire in a maternity ward, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Man, what the hell he was? Well, way to ruin the story now, Colton.
There you go.
Yep.
You said you're not a storyteller.
I'm the worst storyteller there is. If you haven't heard me tell a story, you're probably happier because of it.
Yeah, Stefano's 9/11 story is just, man. And anything he talks about with his dad is just insanely funny.
Oh man.
Anything he talks about with dad is great. He has a podcast. It's I think we've talked about this. Hey Babe.
No, we haven't. I
Really?
haven't.
Do you not listen to Hey Babe?
Uh-uh.
Oh man.
Didn't know it was a thing.
So Impractical Jokers.
Yes.
Sal.
Yep.
Him and Sal do Hey Babe.
Hey Babe.
And it is, dude, it's the one, like, there's two podcasts that when they come out, I'm waiting for them to come out.
Okay.
Hey Babe comes out on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Honeydew comes out on Tuesday. If you own his Patreon, it comes out on Monday.
Oh.
And I have the Patreon because it comes out commercial free on Monday. And I buy the Patreon only for that reason, that I get it a day early and I get it commercial free.
So my most listened to podcasts are obviously this one, because everybody should listen to it. It's mostly fantasy football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
you do the real the not comedy route.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I listen to Ben Shapiro.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's where I get my news from. Sure. Can't trust mainstream media.
I hear you.
Gotta love the little Jews.
Sure.
Is that bad to say?
We're gonna find out.
Well, if I love him, that's a positive.
Sure.
So I support him. He should be the next president.
You like Jordan Peterson? He's kind of in the same vein.
Yeah, I like Jordan Peterson.
He's kind of in the same vein.
Yeah. I like some of the stuff he was coming out with a couple of years ago, especially when he's visits all the colleges and stuff and puts the stupid college kids in their place.
Hey, those kids are the smart kids, man.
Yeah, they're our future. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah. Like I said earlier, we're kind of fucked.
We're in a spot.
It's not a good spot.
It is what it is, man. Yeah. Where are we going? We're not going anywhere. We're America, dude. We're not going anywhere. I know people like to talk about our downfall. It's not gonna happen.
No, because we're the greatest country in the world.
Exactly.
Especially if you live in Texas, that is the greatest country in the world.
Right.
Texas, greatest country.
We talk about this on. I think it's on the last. I don't think it's aired yet. We talk about my daughter. Like, she's one of those ones that, even though she's from here, she's like the hell is everybody so gung-ho about this damn place for?
Fucking Texas.
And I was like, and I'm not a super fan of anything.
Yeah.
Like, nothing. But even me living here, I'm like, yeah, we're the best. Like,
yeah.
And that's what I tell her all the time. I'm like, we're the best.
Fucking
She's like,
Texas.
I don't know, like, why we think that. And I'm like, because we are.
Because we are. It's built into your...
It is. It's in your DNA.
Yeah, you grow up...
You come out of the womb going, all right, I know where I'm at.
Come out of the womb saying, fucking Texas.
Yeah, we're the best.
That's...
there's two things we're good at. Being Texans and embellishing everything.
It's bigger in Texas, bro.
It's always bigger.
It's always bigger, even if it's not bigger.
Yeah,
it's bigger.
Embellishing everything.
Man, I'm telling you. Fucking Texas. That's all you... If you had one sentence to say... that described Texas, what would it be? Don't say everything's bigger in Texas.
No, not that. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. I don't know about a sentence. I would say, the word that comes to my head when we talk about Texas is common sense. It's just like,
yeah,
it's the most commonsensical place you'll ever be. Like, if you don't have common sense, people are gonna, they're gonna say something. Like, it's just a common sense place. We might not be the most book educated, smart people you've ever seen in your life, but you're going to be hard pressed to find. I don't know other places like as intimate as I know Texas, But you're going to be hard-pressed to find somebody that doesn't know. I mean, like a guy that doesn't know how to change his own oil, a guy that doesn't know how to put a plug in a wall, a guy that doesn't know how to, any like little stuff like that. I feel like if you go somewhere else, it might be a little tough.
Well, you ain't finding that in California, I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that you're not going to find very many hired out things in Texas that are above a certain pay grade. You you need a wax ring on a shitter, like, to replace.
Oh, we're about to do that.
We can do that. Yeah, it's not a problem.
We're doing that tomorrow.
But you go to somewhere else. Are you finding like let's say, are you finding a 17-year-old kid that knows how to replace a wax ring on a shitter? Probably not. Yeah, but you can throw a rock here and find that. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense stuff like that. Yeah.
Even with all the knowledge we have in the internet, people still can't figure it out.
No. Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
And it's crazy.
That's a bolt.
Yeah.
Yep.
People can't figure stuff like that out, though.
I haven't figured out how people are still stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten stupider.
Oh, 100%.
As knowledge has expanded, we've gotten dumber.
Yep.
I think we are too based on media.
You're too based on media, and you're too based on like the technology thing has really screwed a lot of people up. I mean,
they rely too much on it.
Yeah, it's TikTok. Come on, man.
I've learned some great things from TikTok, though.
I hear you, and I'm not saying as an entertainment thing, it's not, but if that's where you're getting your shit from, come on, man. Like,
follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, we're on TikTok. We are on TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok. That's where you get all the good
stuff. Like I said, I think you're listening to the wrong people, man. I think that you're listening to 1% of the population. You're letting the 1% of the kookabears decide what 99% of the people are doing that are just sitting here going, what are we doing? What am I calling? Man, I got a 40-hour-a-week job. I got not even a 40. I got a 60-hour-a-week job right now. Yeah. And you want me to call you what? What do you want me to call you? I don't give a fuck. Go up. If you want to be called fucking Elmo, just let me know to call you fucking Elmo. I don't care. But you're letting those kookabears decide what everybody else is doing. Yeah.
Those are people that don't have 60-hour jobs.
Right. They don't have. They're sitting around. They don't have anything better to do, so they're sitting around just making up shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, no, man.
That's how they created dragons.
Exactly.
So basically what you're saying is everybody sitting at home right now.
Yeah.
They're on TikTok.
Sure.
Listening to the wrong people.
Yeah.
When they should be listening to us.
Sure, they should be listening right here.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
We've got all the answers.
If you have a question, ask it. We'll figure it out.
Sure, we'll figure it out for you.
On TikTok.
If not, we'll make it up.
All right. Later, Colton. See you guys.